Good morning. How's everybody going? Morning, Data. Well, this is interesting. Neither Ramen nor Dar are here yet. That's weird. They're usually both here by 9 o'clock, or at least one of them. All them on a ding dong, huh? Morning, Data. How you doing today? And speaking of the devil,
Ahoy.
ahoy!
Speak of him, he shall show up.
Yes.
What
Now,
bad things you saying about me?
Oh no, I was just saying I was surprised, that this is the first time I can remember neither you nor Ramen being here at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna be ducking out pretty quick, so
Oh, okay.
um just the
Yeah,
way it is. It's
yeah,
busy
yeah.
day today.
Work
I feel
business is
bad.
business.
I feel bad.
I I went over to yesterday we were talking about we're going to make today's show about TV shows
Yeah.
from the 2000s. So I figured you meant the past 23 years worth of TV shows.
Whatever the case may be. I mean, it could be the
Right.
last 10 years, 23, 15,
So
whatever. I don't care.
well, what I went and did for this is, hey, morning, Sean. How you doing today? Well, actually, hey, Sean, this was Dar's idea.
Yeah, so blame it on me, Sean. It's okay. You can blame it on me.
So I pulled up IMDb's top 100 for the decade of 2000 through 2010, then 2099, then 2010, and to 2019.
Well,
You know,
so
just to see what shows that they had that was on that I watched during that
yeah.
time period in their quote unquote top 100.
And I
Okay.
probably watched almost none of them. But in reply to Sean, the reason I chose something a little bit more recent is because Ramen is younger than us. And I thought, well, you know what? We're always talking about stuff that, was before Ramen's time. And I figured this way we could get her a little bit more involved in the conversation. So, all right, go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Oh no. But anyway, so what I did is I pulled up the IMDb's, right?
Yeah.
For those 2 decades. And of the 20 from the year 2000 to 2099 or 2009.
Yeah.
Okay. I watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shows that were on IMDb's top 100. Okay. For 2010 through 2019, I watched 4.
Right.
Young lady has arisen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you both?
Finer than a frog hair split 3 ways.
I thought it was 4 ways, but okay.
Didn't know you could do that.
No, I'm. It's only 3 ways for me this morning. Yeah, I'm not at the 4th wave yet.
Okay.
All right. So, and how about you?
Hey, I'm here. That's all I can do, man. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Okay. So, did you catch the DM about what we're talking about today?
Yes. My mind is a blank.
TV shows starting with year 2000.
My mind is a blank.
You don't watch any TV?
I don't watch a lot of it. And The early 2000s, I was still married, unfortunately, so I didn't watch a lot. I watched a lot of Sesame Street during the early 2000s, so you know.
You know, you're not just kidding there during the, yeah, during the early 2000s, I watched a lot of Nickelodeon and stuff.
Yeah. Big Comfy
Yeah.
Couch. I actually liked that one. That was a really good kids show.
Yeah, Big Comfy Couch wasn't too bad.
Never heard of it.
I kind of like
Canadian.
iCarly.
Mm.
Kind of like iCarly too, just because it was kind of funny.
I feel lucky I didn't have to watch the Nickelodeon Disney stuff.
Yeah, well, it's well, my son's viewing habits were quite interesting, to tell you the truth.
Watched a lot of Disney DVDs, like movies and shit, like Lilo and Stitch, and
Yeah, not so much the Disney ones, but I will tell you that watched a lot of Winnie the Pooh and that Rudolph claymation one
I
with
love
Burl
those.
Ives.
Oh, now that is a yearly classic in my house.
It was a
We-
daily classic in my house for a long time.
Yeah.
So this was back when Blockbuster was still open, so we
Oh
would
my
go.
God, yes.
We'd go rent it, right? And my son would watch it, like 10 times a day, and then we'd turn it in, and then wait a week because there was obviously another family that was renting it. Then we'd go back and re-rent it, and finally the tape, it broke, and the guy was like, "Yeah, well, this tape's like 40 years old." So I scoured all over the place, and then I finally found one and bought it.
Costco actually was selling a package of like all those Christmas claymation movies. All the Christmas ones. It was like $15, and I think you got like 4 DVDs or something.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter now because
Yeah, they're all grown. But yeah. Then there was the thing. My son has this little pair of sharks, so his dad took him when he was 4 to buy Jaws, which was a point of contention in our household for a while. But I guess, just because it was the 2000s, I guess it doesn't count. Cause it was,
Yeah, that doesn't count. Because, well, kind of sort of does, because I remember going to the movie theater to see the 10th anniversary.
Mm-hmm. This was like a 2 or 3 VHS set he got because it was an anniversary edition.
Yeah.
Mm.
Speaking of which, I have the 50th anniversary edition of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh.
What anniversary?
50th, I believe. Or
How
20 was 25, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, no, that
It's
I
not
didn't
that
think
old.
it was.
Doing the math in my head, and I can't do it because it's too fucking early. And
Yeah, it came out, like 76 or something?
was it?
Yeah,
Oh my
because
God.
I remember going to see it at the base theater when I was 18, and so
Yeah, because, it was like 76 or something like that.
1975.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think the first time I saw it was in 76.
First time I saw it was in 78 or 79
When
at
I
the
was
base theater.
I was in middle school.
Huh.
And at that time, I was living in the Centennial State.
Oh.
So not only was it the bicentennial of the country, but it was the centennial of the state in which I lived.
Wow.
And for some of you may know what state that is. Others may not. So I invite you to look it up. I'm not going to give it away.
Mm.
Yeah, because I'm like that. You're welcome.
Anyway.
Yeah. See, I'm already not feeling the love, so. And I'm okay with that.
I didn't realize Hell's Kitchen started all the way back in 2005. That was some fun
Yeah.
shit.
You know, I watched a few episodes here or there, but I never followed it all the way through. But so, because you got to remember, I was still floating around the ocean in 2000.
Hmm.
Let's
So there's
say
a lot of
quick
things I
hi.
missed.
Let me quickly greet X. We got Bubba's popped in and Wiki is in. Sean, of course, is in. So thank you guys for showing up.
Well, hey, Wiki, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. And of course, our favorite hobo.
Bubba, I refuse to do anything with Blockbuster. I was working at a video store when they came to town. I was working there. I was doing repair work. I was a technician, and
Isn't
then
it
I'd
like,
go up front and work the front end of it when they needed help, or if I didn't have anything going on in the back. And they brought in, and they brought in a Blockbuster and put it a half a block away, and started undercutting our prices right away for about 6-7 months. So badly that it ended up going out of business.
isn't Blockbuster like gone now anyway?
Yeah,
Yep.
there's still one operating in Oregon somewhere. Then as soon as we went out of business, though, they jacked their prices up higher than what we had ours. And so
Of course.
I hate it. I mean, I refused to go to Blockbuster ever since then. That was really a nasty deal. I mean, they put this independent guy out of business, and he'd been in business for at least 15 years.
Oh.
And they came in 6 months, they destroyed his business. Because you can't blame people for going in and renting movies, new releases for $1.50. So, but anyway, back to TV shows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've got a lot. I just got a lot of heartburn with companies that do that kind of crap. So,
I hear you.
uh, now the TV shows, in the early 2000s that I watched, of course, I watched all the Star Trek stuff. That was on, but I didn't realize how much British television I watched until I started going through this list.
Yeah, I
Really?
watched a lot. I've always watched a lot of British TV.
Hmm.
I
Well,
mean,
look at how many American TV shows were actually just direct copies or based on British TV shows,
yeah,
Yeah.
but
especially in the 2000s.
shows like MI5. I watched that.
I
Yeah,
only saw
Uh,
one episode of that. I liked it.
uh, Torchwood.
I love Torchwood.
I did too. I thought Torchwood was. I was not a Doctor Who fan, but I did like Torchwood.
Same thing. Back when I was a kid, right, on PBS, you could watch Doctor Who, and I enjoyed it back then, the Daleks and all that. I enjoyed
Mm-hmm.
it as a kid, but as I got older, I'm like, yeah, this is not so good. But then
Oh.
when Torchwood came out, I started watching that. I'm like, holy crap. This is like if Doctor Who was cool, it would be Torchwood.
Oh,
Exactly.
jeez.
And see, I just totally pissed off all the Doctor Who fans.
Yeah,
you,
kinda.
you and me both.
Well, my answer is
Wow.
42. My answer is 42.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
the Sherlock Holmes with Cumberbatch.
I like that one.
Yeah, that one actually was pretty good. I got to.
And everybody hates on Cumberbatch. I'm like, man, I like the guy.
You know, he is a good actor, and I like when he uses when he doesn't try to speak with an American accent,
Right.
because his British accent's really, because there's different types of British accents. You have your Scousers, and you have the Cockney and all that, but there are like certain British accents that are just really cool, and especially like around Oxford and stuff like that. They have some really cool accents. And I just lost everybody.
No.
No,
Sorry.
no, I just had to mute for a second because I was want to make a lot of noise.
Well, you know what? One of my one British TV show that I really enjoyed was they had this British version of Robin Hood.
Okay.
Oh, which one was that?
I'm trying to remember. It was I was watching it on Netflix back when Netflix first came out,
Right.
and I'm trying to remember. I think it was just called Robin Hood, but it was all British cast. It was obviously shot in England,
Hmm.
and it was really cool.
Huh. I missed that one because the Robin Hood, the there's some like I'm really into some of the like the Arthurian legend.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really into the Arthurian legend. I'm really into the Sherlock Holmes legend, or not Sherlock Holmes, but Robin Hood. Um, some of that mythology coming out of the uh, Great Britain, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. I really get into some of those because they're just so intricate.
Right.
So I like watching the TV shows based upon them. But yeah, that Sherlock though, uh, Bubba, that is really great. Taskmaster. That sounds familiar there, Bubba.
Taskmaster is a supervillain from the Marvel universe.
Right, but Bubba's got said there's a TV show.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Well, it's like one of my favorite British TV shows of all time is called The IT Crowd. It was only like 3 seasons, but it's hilarious. And see, the thing of it is, you're only going to get it. Most of the jokes and stuff in there, you're only going to get is if you've ever worked an IT service job. So a lot of the jokes are going to go right over your head. Some won't. Some people say, "Well, I don't really get what's so funny about it." But if you've ever worked in IT service, then
You'll
um,
get it.
you'll get it and you'll enjoy it. It's like yeah, it's like the Cosby Show for the geeks.
Okay.
But yeah, I enjoyed that.
I mean, that sounds like a show I'd enjoy watching.
Yeah, probably you probably enjoy it, but it was only like 3 seasons, so well, at least that I could see. And you remember that one show that was on HBO with the Gallaghers, that just recently wrapped up not too long ago?
Shameless.
Shameless, yes. The British version of that show is so much better. It's yeah, the British version is much better. Of course, the British version came out first, right?
Of course he did.
Yeah,
I don't even know what show you're talking about, to be honest.
that was on HBO, and
Yeah.
it just recently had their last season. I quit watching it because in my travels, right? Every time you go check in a hotel, they had HBO, so you'd watch a lot of stuff on HBO.
Oh, okay.
So, because you're sitting there in the hotel room going, okay, so, just got done eating dinner. did all this stuff that I wanted to do. Now I got like an hour to kill, so yeah. Oh look, the show's on HBO. I'll watch that.
I think let's see, I haven't had HBO, God.
I haven't paid for HBO since probably. Nah, you know what? I don't think I've ever paid for HBO.
No, we paid for, when the wife and I first got married, we paid for HBO and Cinemax because it came as a bundle. And it was like $6.50 a month for both of them bundled. And it was like, why not? And then they split them and started increasing and started charging $10 a piece. And that's when we canceled both of them because neither one of them was worth $10 a month. At least we didn't think they were, because we thought we'd have a lot of time to sit down and watch movies and such, but it just never developed that way. So that you were talking about when you know, my son was really into Blue's Clues.
Yeah,
Uh, what's that damn dinosaur with
Barney.
Fucking Barney.
with the horrendous song?
Oh my
I love
God.
you. You love me. We're a happy family.
I hated that song.
You love me, don't you?
I hate you.
No, you love me. I love you. We're a happy family.
God damn it.
Yeah. See, I'm feeling the love radiating right through the airwaves,
Good.
right through the internet. I feel love.
No, I'm not going to curb my enthusiasm.
Yeah. I've watched a few episodes of that. It's pretty fun.
I think I watched one episode of it and got very tired of Dave that quick.
Well, a lot of the supporting characters were much better because Larry himself is Larry David.
Oh, Larry, yeah.
He's an idiot. But so sitting in the hotel room, I was watching the episodes that revolved around right after Katrina when JB Smoove moved in with them. And some of that stuff is pretty hysterical. So, but I have a weird sense of humor anyway. So that is good.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I don't find most comedic TV shows I don't find funny because they either now Bill Cosby being the Cosby Show being an exception to that. All right, Data. Data's now got over 100 items sitting on his eBay thing.
Good.
So
Congratulations.
So people go visit him and drop him down to 25 items. Buy it all. So, but yeah, there's most comedy shows I've found on television, it's just brain cell killers.
I like Graham Norton when I do get a chance to watch him. He has some fun interviews because he doesn't ask the usual questions,
Yeah, I don't know enough about him to say one way or the other.
He's got clips all over YouTube, though.
He's British, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he has a British talk show, and he has this one section called the Big Red Couch or whatever. I still got the kids show stuck in my head, so I'm trying to remember. But it has, so you'll get this person, and they're by themselves in a room, and they'll start to tell a story about themselves, and it's just regular people from the audience. And he doesn't always have it. When he does, there's like a lever. Okay, so Graham and his guests are on the stage, and this other person is in a room by themselves, and it's a very tight camera fit. So you just see them on the little stuffed chair or whatever, and they're holding on for dear life because Graham has a lever. And if he doesn't like your story, or you're taking too long, or it's just boring, or just randomly, because he'll think it's funny, he'll pull the lever and you get tilted completely back. Like tossed backwards out of the chair. Yeah. So this lady was telling a bear story and he did it twice and he wouldn't let her finish. And the audience is laughing. So finally, he lets her finish, and it's really like the story itself was funnier than the last few things she said about it. And then finally, one of the guests is like, fuck it. He grabs the lever, pulls her back, and it made me giggle. I don't tell it very well, but it was about a bear or whatever, or something. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, I'm going to go shut up now because I'm fucking weird.
Well, no, yeah, that should be Graham Norton showing on the.
Yeah.
And you're right, it is a big red couch he's got everybody sitting on. He's had a lot of interesting guests on there by the looks of it.
Yes, and he got Chris Pratt on there one time, and Chris had been watching a British sitcom or whatever. I think it was a reality show, and he did their accent perfectly because it was a weird British accent. They're kind of like their equivalent of Valley Girl or something. But yeah, he did it perfectly, and he had the audience in stitches. So,
Well, Wiki brought up the Gong Show. I love.
Oh my God!
You know what? You bring up the Gong Show, right, with Chuck Barris and Gene, the Dancing Machine, and all that. One of the greatest shows.
The Unknown Comic.
Yes, one of the greatest shows ever made. But if you're going to bring up the Gong Show, then you cannot forget Rip Torn in the $1.99 beauty contest.
I've never heard of that.
Oh my God.
The $1.99
beauty contest.
Yeah, that was another show. The same time period. Came on. We used to watch that all the time. And at the end, he's singing to her going, "You take the cake, you win $1.98." It's like,
oh God,
shit was hilarious, and these people competing on this thing it was freaking hilarious. I'm telling you, man. See, you guys.
Okay, the $1.98 beauty show.
Yeah, yep, that's it. $1.98. You take the cake, you win $1.98. And he's, and of course, you know how he's all flamboyant and everything, right? And he's throwing confetti, and it's getting stuck in that big old mustache, and he's throwing the confetti, and it was hilarious.
Chuck Barris created the show.
Yes, he did. Chuck Barris was see, here's the thing. Chuck Barris was a man ahead of his time.
Yes.
And if HBO had given him a contract, can you imagine some of the great comedy that we would have had?
Oh, man.
Can you imagine how wonderful life would have been? I'm just saying. If he was still around today, we would have some really excellent, funny stuff.
Yeah. Who was that? Was it J.P. Morgan or was it
J.P. Morgan?
J.P. Morgan that flashed the audience every few shows.
Yep, that was J.P. Morgan. Yes.
Oh God, that'd be so
hilarious.
I remember the first time it happened, everybody was like, then just got to be a regular thing with her.
Yep, and then and it's like one of my favorite things Chuck Barris used to say. Like he said at the end of one of his shows, he goes, if the road to hell is paved with good intentions, what's the New Jersey Turnpike paved with? Creplock. And I was like, I don't even know what Creplock was. Yeah, probably still don't, but that's all right. It was funny and shit.
All right, now I gotta look up Creplock.
Yeah.
Well, in my area, the Gong Show was in syndication, but what came on after it was Dance Fever.
Oh, Danny Terrio.
Yeah, Danny Terrio, yeah.
Danny.
And after him, it was the kid from TJ Hooker, Adrian Smet or something.
Yep.
And then it fell apart, and nobody cared anymore.
Yeah. Well, see, that's like, Dance Fever and Solid Gold, right?
Yes.
All right. Hated both shows
Oh,
because it was disco music, and so
and
I was one of those anti-disco people.
Jesus Christ.
I had the Death Before Disco T-shirt, and so I was an anti. But the Solid Gold dancers and the dancers with Danny Terrio on Dance Fever, well, that did pique my interest because at that point in time in my life, it's just regular horn dog. So yeah, you know how it goes. I'm a red-blooded American male.
Yeah, I just looked that up, Data. Kreplach are Jewish dumplings.
Ah,
Yeah.
well now that makes it even funnier.
They're stuffed dumplings with either mashed potatoes or some sort of meat.
Yeah.
So, but oh man,
Probably belly bombs, right? Eat like 5 of them, and you can't move.
yeah, the unknown comic was hilarious though on that show.
Well, yeah, the unknown comic was great. Did you see when he did the layout in um, that woman's magazine that Burt Reynolds posed naked in it, and
Right.
he did the Burt Reynolds pose, but he had the
Oh, that's right. He had the
bag on his
two,
head, and then he
and
had
yeah,
the bag on the other. Yeah,
yes.
that was
Yes.
hilarious.
Had a sandwich bag on the bottom end.
Yep,
Oh my god.
that was freaking hilarious. And you can thank Helen Gurley Brown for that. You're welcome.
I only remember the name of that show,
What?
that magazine.
Neither do I.
It wasn't
But
Playgirl, was it?
No.
no, it was something
Okay.
different. But they had the centerfold. Burnt Reynolds was one
Well,
of the
maybe
first
it
ones to
was
do it.
Playgirl.
Yeah, maybe I think it was Playgirl. Yes, it was. And Joe Namath did a layout in there.
Yeah, see, Data. Yeah, now we're going back in the '70s with
Yeah,
Love
see,
American Style.
yeah, Room 222, Love America. Well, Love American Style was quite funny though.
Love American Style. I mean, there's a Love American Style and the Love Boat. I mean, they're basically the same show.
Yeah, except for Love American Style was better.
So,
But you're not wrong about them basically being the same show. One was out to sea though.
yep. My mom and dad wouldn't let us watch Love American Style if they were home.
Oh, good
Yeah,
lord.
Well, it was a bit racy for its time.
it was. Yeah, that, and we were not allowed to watch Room 222 either.
Why not? That was a good show.
Um, my dad didn't like it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So
Room
I didn't really
220.
get that.
I didn't get it either because I watched the heck out of Room 222.
I'm not gonna say I watched the heck out of it, but it was one that did. I did put my eyeballs on it once in a while.
Oh, Eagle's older sister had read the Playgirls.
So did I.
Ramen.
What? It
Ramen.
was okay. You gotta understand. Okay.
I know you bought it for the articles, right?
No, I bought it for somebody else. Okay, we were teenagers.
Okay.
It was a very, I don't know, trendy pastime in my junior high. I don't know.
I see that because I know, like, for me, anytime we could score a Playboy, that was awesome. So no, I get it. I totally get it. And I was just giving you a hard time because it's fun to do.
Yeah.
We
It's just seeing if you could get away with it.
the only place I could score a Playboy was at my uncle's farm, and that's because my older cousins kept them stashed out in the barn, up in the hayloft.
Well, so we moved into this really old house out in the middle of nowhere, right?
Oh no.
And when we walked into it, I mean, this place was, dude. And so my dad tells my brother and I, says, go up in the attic and see if there's insulation up there and, that sort of thing, right? Because he didn't want to crawl up in the attic, So me and my brother, we're like, yeah, let's go. Because it was an adventure. We get up there and there's like stacks in one corner of the attic. There's like stacks of these like 1950
Wow.
men's
Oh.
magazines. Like stacks of them, right? We're like, go score.
Damn.
So man,
there's plenty of insulation up there.
So no, we're like, nah. You know what we're gonna need to do is, run a light up there and start putting insulation in.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So what we did is we insulated the attic and we built like a little platform where we could sit right below the light bulb and all that. And man, we used to go up there and read those magazines. That was kind of like our play fort up there.
I bet.
I don't know I don't think anybody's even collecting Playboy magazines anymore.
I don't know if they are or not, but these were before Playboy. They were.
I mean, I remember when there was that craze of buying the older editions of Playboys, and people were going through their collections trying to find them.
Yeah, I'm like thinking back now, and I'm going like, I'm wondering if I still had those, if I had kept those, how much money I could have made like in the 90s off of those things. But you don't think about those things when you're that age.
No.
Nope.
I think of all the books my relatives threw out of mine against my wishes, and I looked them up, and they're ridiculously fucking collector's items now with a huge price tag on like eBay and shit.
Yeah, see, I know. I have the same thing. I mean, I had collections that today would have been worth a lot of money, but
hardback first editions
wasn't allowed to keep because we moved around a lot, when I was a kid growing up. People ask me where I'm from, and as well, I'm not from anywhere. I've lived almost everywhere in the United States, so I've lived all over, but primarily in the West is where I'm from. You can tell by my accent, right?
Totally.
Well, that's one thing. I don't hear an accent with you.
Yeah, you do. You just don't realize it. And
I don't hear it either. I'm just fucking around. I don't hear it.
Yeah. See, well, the thing of it is, you do, but you just don't realize it because this, because people that work like, at border crossings and that are trained to pick up accents and, patterns of speech so they can tell where people are from, right?
Right.
And that sort of thing. And so when I was doing physical therapy, there was a speech therapist in there. And I said, hey, try to pick up my accent. Tell me where I'm from.
Okay. Now, I have to apologize here. William Stench Chuver just subbed to the channel this morning.
Hey, welcome.
Oh, nice.
All right. And I just got notification of him on my phone. I'm like, and I'm looking in the chat, and I had to scroll up a little bit to see him. Just
Oh, welcome, William.
so, welcome to the train that has no tracks. It just goes everywhere.
Yeah, this is not a normal stream. This is our Friday Fun Day stream. We enjoy having a lot of fun, so stick around. It gets even weirder during the week. So I'm sure you'll. So anyway, so I'm talking to this speech therapist, right? And it's, try to pick up my accent. She looks and she goes, well, I hear like that Midwest Minnesota. Then she goes, wait, no, now I hear West. And she goes, you're one of them. And I said, one of them what? She goes, you have what we in our circle refer to as the military amalgam accent, which is because being in the military, you're around people from all over the country, right? So you pick up patterns of speech and that from other people. And she goes, when you go overseas or you go someplace else, right, where they have a strong accent, she goes, you find yourself speaking in that strong accent within, hours of being there, don't you? And I said, yes. And she goes, yeah. So because there's like words, phrases, and stuff that I've picked up from other places that I use constantly. Like, if someone says, hey, thanks a lot for helping me out, I just go, no worries, which is a very Australian thing, right? Because it's just something I picked up there. So I have what's called a military amalgam accent, and my accent changes depending on who I'm talking to or what kind of group of people I'm around. Because when I was when I was working in New Jersey every week, I sounded like I was from New Jersey. So just, I don't know, trivia for no apparent reason. Thought you guys might enjoy it.
That's well,
great.
no, I mean, thinking about it, I mean, I do the same thing. When I was in Germany, I spoke with a German accent.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I was speaking with a German accent whenever I spoke German. It wasn't German with an American accent, which Germans laugh at.
yes. You think that's, go to Mexico and speak Spanish. They really crack up. They're going, dude, man, you're speaking Spanish without an accent. And they just, yeah. It's funny.
No, I don't. The number of words I know in Spanish, you count, one person can count them using the digits that they have available to them. So, and that was after having 3 years of Spanish shoved down my throat in school.
I only did 2. But I spent a lot of years, 15 miles away from the Mexican border. So I understand more Spanish than I speak.
Now, that translator program on my phone does good for me. Microsoft Translate or Google's Translator. I use them both. Let's see what else. How many? Who all else watched Oz or True Blood?
I love True Blood.
True Blood, yes.
I mean, they had some really shitty filler seasons while waiting for more books to come out or whatever, but
yeah, they did. But who would not watch Suki Stackhouse?
oh my god, it's okay.
All right. Yeah, see, in Big Love.
That one I never saw.
Never heard of that one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You
It was a cable show.
You people so disappoint me.
I didn't watch Weeds or any of those other shows either, so.
So Big Love was Bill Paxton, right? And it was it came out, they started showing that, as a replacement for True Blood. And what it was about was this Bill Paxton played this Mormon guy with 3 wives.
Oh,
Gene
okay.
Triplehorn was in it. So one wife was real prim and proper, and one was kind of not so prim and
Trashy.
proper.
Oh, Chloe Sevigny was in it?
Yes, yeah, that's the one I was
Oh.
trying to think of. Yes,
And
and so I had this lady that I worked with, right? And we'd go to lunch, and we would discuss the last episode of True of Big Love. It was like our thing. I'm such a weirdo.
yeah, Chloe Sevigny she's a very good looking woman.
Yes.
So, yeah, Bill Paxton died way too early. I mean, he was
Yeah.
61, but
Damn.
Yeah, I'm older than that. Come on.
he died way too early.
He did.
He was such an underrated actor too. He
Yeah.
should have been gotten much better roles than what he did.
You
Much
know,
bigger roles.
one of my favorite Bill Paxton movies, one I really enjoy watching, even though it's totally not even, is Twister, right? I love Twister.
Yeah.
Even though it's totally unrealistic and everything, but still. I like that movie. Then any movie where he played a bad guy in was great. And I think he was in Justified a few times as a bad guy or some show
Wow.
like that. Justified. Now there was another great show of the time.
Never watched it.
Oh my God. Raylan Givens, man. Timothy Oliphant. That movie, that TV show was freaking awesome.
I saw only 1 or 2 episodes of it, but I liked it.
Oh, I watched every last one of those. It was so good. And of course, you know what TV show that can never have enough praise for, and I think
What?
it should have went on forever, and that was Deadwood.
I watched like the first half season of it and regretted every minute that I wasted watching it.
Why?
Okay.
For a historical drama, all right, it was probably one of the most accurate historical dramas ever. So it was very historically accurate. The acting was, Swearingen was like one of the greatest characters ever. But it was. I don't know how you could say you regretted it, because that was probably one of the best TV shows ever made.
Because I absolutely did not enjoy the show.
Well,
I just could not. I could not sit down and enjoy watching the program.
okay then.
You know, I the whole the
And he starts talking, he goes mute.
yeah. Well, no, I'm just trying to think of how I can phrase this. I mean, I just didn't like the show. There was to it the dropping of the F bomb every other sentence. It's like, okay, okay, yeah, I know you guys swore a lot, but do you really have to drop the F bomb 30 times in a 30-minute episode?
See, okay. Yeah, I could have done without that, but to be historically accurate, but if you actually listened to what they were saying, and all right, so here's the thing, right? Watching the show is actually a much better portrayal of what it was like back then because that's the way they talked. But if you listen to what they were saying, you get the fact that people back then, even the low lives and stuff like that, were much better educated than they are today. For one, for two, you get to see what they actually went through, what life was like back then. So and what so and you realize that that things were not easy, and how
But
much easier we have it today. And
that
so,
aren't there other ways of portraying that without
but
dropping?
that's
Without,
how
I
they
mean,
actually spoke at the time. And,
well, they speak. I mean, if you go into neighborhoods today, you're going to hear
yes, you will.
that dropped every 30 seconds. Also, that doesn't mean I want to sit there and try to watch a show to be entertained by and hear that word or hear that language just being bombarded with it. There's again other ways of portraying that without bombarding a single word like that constantly. That's what I'm saying. That just
Thank you, baby.
got me to the point I couldn't watch the show.
All right, well, teach their own.
I mean,
I'm still going
it,
with
it it'd be like watching a show about Hollywood, and every 30 seconds, you see a naked woman or a naked man walking by. After a while, it's like, okay, yeah, I get the point.
Yeah.
You know, let's carry on with other things that happen other than the fact that a lot of naked people running around in Hollywood.
well, I had a big discussion with my sister-in-law, who's a historian, about that very subject.
Okay.
And um, I guess I just have different sensibilities than most of the people around me. And I'll leave it at that.
All right. All right. Yeah. I mean, I just didn't mean to start a big controversy over it.
No, you're not starting a controversy. We're having a
Yeah.
discussion. That's
Okay.
and that's fine. We can
Uh,
discuss
uh,
these things.
okay. How about the show 24? How many people watch that besides me?
Nope, never
Nope.
watched it. Not a single
No.
episode.
Not okay. I think that's one of Kiefer Sutherland's finest roles that he's ever had.
Well, you know about his new show, right?
No.
What?
It's called Rabbit Hole.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I didn't
I've been
even know.
watching it. I've been watching it. I'm like on episode 5 right now.
is it?
And
What's it on?
well, I'm watching it on Paramount Plus.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't have that.
Yeah, I picked that up because so I could watch SEAL Team because I like SEAL Team.
all right. What's Rabbit Hole about?
So these two kids, their dad's kind of like a spy, right?
Right.
And so this one kid gets shipped off to boarding school and makes friends with this other dude. His dad dies, shoots himself in the head with a shotgun, which later they find out is all fake. And they spend their lives doing things like, um, not corporate espionage, but kind of like that. and now there's like this big enemy out there that's going to destroy the world, and they're trying to figure out, and this enemy's after them, trying to ruin them, and so it's like one of those. It's kind of like Torchwood, but different.
Like Torchwood, but different. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those multi-layer, very you have to pay really close attention things.
Oh, okay.
I like those kind of things. Not everybody does. With all the twists and turns and.
Well, see, I do like those. I like the twists and turns.
Yeah, so you would like this show because it's all, yeah.
I think my son's got Paramount Plus. I will
Well,
have
there you go. Get
to.
his password.
I will have to. No, I just go to his house and watch it.
Oh yeah, do that too.
I mean, I mean, they do frown on people giving away passwords to these show to
Yeah,
to
they
family
do.
members, and
They
I
do.
wouldn't want to do anything that would be considered illegal or unethical.
Yeah. Well, and then plus when you get to go over, you get to see the grandkids and all that. So
Right.
it's all good.
And the countdown to September is on its way.
What's happening in September?
Yeah.
My next grandson's going to be born.
Aww.
So, and Empty Shroom is having a baby brother.
Nice.
So, we're already I'm already starting to buy stuff for him because we'll be babysitting him. So, I'm bought a bunch of bibs and such yesterday that I found on sale, and got the new changing table set ready to go. Like I said, we're just getting ready for when he's born and we start babysitting him. Can't wait. Are you not
fun? What?
I'm sitting here looking and I'm trying. Am I not entertained? What I know that is.
Are you not entertained?
Gladiator?
Yes, Gladiator. Okay, yeah.
Are you not entertained? They did a spoof that on The Simpsons. Yes, see, our friend Wiki is a man of considerable taste. Bringing up The Simpsons, which, every prediction The Simpsons has, made has come true.
Even to the fact of Trump being president.
Yep.
I wish he was still president. I'm sorry. I could
That's
afford
fine. That's fine. You can say that.
I could put gas in my car. Not worry about paying the rest of my fucking bills.
Oh, well, you know what? The bat signal has gone off, so.
No.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, the bat signal. So I must answer. Gotham needs me.
Okay, well, if you get a chance to come back, jump back in.
Until I get back, just remember what a spider pig does. A spider pig does what a spider pig does.
Okay.
And
I'm assuming that's from The Simpsons.
Wiki will get that one.
Okay. The only Simpsons shows I've ever watched with any kind of regularity was their Halloween special.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are always the best.
So other than that, I really did not get into The Simpsons. But my son turned me on to their Halloween specials, and I thought those were fun. So just putting that out there. All right. So there, Ms. Ramen.
Oh no.
Okay, did you watch Lost?
No.
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 I tell you, I my wife started me watching that show, and and the first few episodes I was like, whatever. Then I started getting into it because when it started getting weird. Yeah, when you saw the or the smoke monster coming through, they had a smoke, and it's like, and they never, and then they went and ruined it. The last season was a complete ruination. The last episode just me, I was like a lot of people, just absolutely angry at the last episode. He leaves
Uh,
this one place and it rains donuts. Kong and Kodos run for president in a different part. Oh, okay. Well, I have no idea who Kang and Kodos are, but that's beside the point. Didn't watch the Simpsons movie there, Wiki.
I didn't either.
So uh, he leaves this one place and it rains donuts.
He's back.
Oh, hey, look at
All right.
you.
What Wiki
Was
is
that ominous and scary?
what Wiki is hitting us with Simpsons trivia, and I'm just going, okay, I know nothing about this. I'm not good at trivia games anymore about TV shows.
Yeah, me neither.
I used
Not the
to
new shit.
I used to be really good, especially like at Star Trek trivia or Space 1999. I know this is stuff before
You
your
know, I
time,
never saw
Ramen.
that. You know
Space
what? It was.
19
Yeah, no, it wasn't even on TV when I was a kid.
that was a British show.
I've heard of it.
And,
And my brother used to watch like Doctor Who and shit on UHF channels. For those of you who are too little, it was an extra channel on your old TV dial, and you can watch stuff from New Jersey on it. Yeah, no, I never heard of that though. I mean, I heard of it. It wasn't around.
right. Uh,
I did like Blake Seven though.
but now I did not watch Blake Seven.
I
I
barely remember it. I know that I liked it though.
I know a lot of people have said it's really good. I've just never. Every time I said, yeah, I need to sit down and watch that, find that show, to see what episodes I can find online and watch it.
Pretty
I
sure it's on
then
YouTube.
turn around and don't do it. Something else
Yeah.
pops up. Something else in life pops up, and I end up not being able to watch it. I guess I need to find time to do it, though. So, Eleanor Abernathy and Jeff Albertson on The Simpsons are names of recurring characters. Yeah, Data, you're right. Lost was really addictive, and that last episode, the final episode, just absolutely. They've all been dead and sitting in purgatory this whole time.
Oh my god, I would be so pissed.
Yeah, I would. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Uh, if you're putting out a series that's got an actual story arc to it,
And then he
don't end
throws
it
that in
with
out of nowhere.
don't end it with they were all dead from the beginning. This is just them being in purgatory.
That is almost as bad as the Saint Elsewhere ending.
Oh, is that the one where they found out they were in a snow globe being
And
held
it
by
was
an
an autistic
autistic
kid.
child?
Yeah, I was so fucking mad.
And wasn't the parent of the kid from another TV series? So they actually tied these two TV series together.
I don't remember, but I do know the parent was like a janitor in the kid's real life, but in his imagination he was like the chief of surgeons or some shit. I don't know. I forget. I'm just and back in the 80s you didn't really autism wasn't really commonly known about.
My wife was a big fan of that show, and my wife doesn't cuss. She cusses even less than I do. And she got
Yeah.
so mad at that ending, she threw her glass of soda across the room
Oh my
and
god.
swore. She was mad about that
I
ending.
bet she
It I mean, I have never seen her that angry over a
the whole
TV show
country was
since.
mad over that damn episode. Like anybody who was ever a fan of it was just they just lost their fucking minds. I get it though.
Now that you mention it, who is that tall, skinny, bald-headed guy that was on the show?
Don't know.
So, all right, I gotta look it up now because my wife was, like I said, my wife was a big fan of it. That was Saint Elsewhere. Saint Elsewhere. Here we go. Oh, Howie Mandel was in that.
Yeah, that was when he
Okay.
was young and had curly hair. He was a cutie.
Denzel Washington was in it.
Yep,
Damn.
a
There's some.
lot of Ed Begley Jr.
That's maybe no. That's not who I'm thinking of. Yeah, Ed Begley Jr. Maybe I even got the wrong show as far
No,
as
no,
who all
pretty
was
sure
in
you got it. Pretty sure you got the right show.
as well. They're not showing. I don't see the guy's picture in any of the cast pictures of it. So I may be thinking of the wrong TV show. So which wouldn't wouldn't not surprise me at all. But damn, Denzel Washington, that's pretty wild seeing him in there.
Yeah.
Okay, now I see Howie Mandel with a full head of curly.
Oh,
Dang,
he was so cute.
he's better looking bald.
No, well, no, not when he was that young. No, he was adorable.
Was he still a big germaphobe back then, as he is today?
I don't know. I didn't read a lot about celebs back then. I don't think he was, but people get like way too involved in that shit, like celebrities' lives now. You don't really need that kind of info.
Mark Harmon was in there. Okay.
Yep, a lot of people were in there.
Interesting. Yep, that was well. No wonder they had it being in a snow globe. I mean, look at all the actors that were in it.
Ah!
Somebody had to fantasized about putting all them people in one show. They had to fill out somebody's bingo card. Uh, how about the perennial CSI shows?
I've never watched a single one of them.
Really?
No.
Oh. House?
I've seen like clips of it on YouTube. They have the shorts. I don't think I could sit through an entire episode.
Oh,
People are so judgy in that show.
I I use one. I use his everybody lies uh,
Oh,
statement all the time. We'll be people ask about why we at the hotel why we require deposits, right? And so I'll tell them about the people that have come in, like the 65-year-old woman that's come in and with her granddaughter, and if it wasn't nailed down, they stole it.
Uh,
All the linens, the pillows, not just the pillowcases, but the pillows, shower curtain, all the towels, and the ironing board, the hair dryer, you know, and so that's why we ask for a cash deposit, because at least then if you take it, you've lost some money. We can recoup at least a little bit of it, and the people who claim they don't have a dog and they turn around and do. And I say, it'd be a lot easier if we, get people tattooed across their forehead. I am a liar. Don't believe a word I say.
yeah.
Or I am a thief. Nail it down, and to make it harder for me to steal. That way we would know whether or not. I'd love to be able to do that to people.
Yeah.
Like if anybody's ever stayed with us, they're going to catch this when they ask about why are we so, and because I'll tell them, one of the things I'll say about the deposit is, well, sometimes our towels have a tendency to try to jump into people's suitcases and escape from
Oh my
here.
God.
And when y'all find them in your suitcase, I hate to say it, but I got to take them in the back room. I got some shackles back there and chains and some whips, and I just beat the crap out of them to teach them a lesson
That has
that
a totally different connotation.
they can't be trying to escape the hotel. That we will catch them, and people start laughing at this, and it's I try to make the rules humorous, get people laughing about it so it doesn't sound like we're being, especially me at my size and with my voice, I can sound, no matter what I say, it can sound like I'm being a real dickhead about it. So,
Uh,
if I can get them laughing, then it doesn't sound quite so bad while I'm saying it. Uh, how many CSI spinoffs were there? Well, let's see. There's the original one in Las Vegas. Then there was one in uh, CSI. No, was the yeah the original CSI was in Las Vegas, then Miami, then New York. Didn't they come up with one out in Hawaii?
I don't know. I know wasn't there one in Vegas or some shit?
Yeah, that was the original one. The original was in Las Vegas.
I don't even know, man.
So there's only 3 or 2 spinoffs that I know of. The New York one was okay. Uh, that redheaded character they had in the CSI Miami, I didn't really like him with his. No, yeah, the New Orleans is NCIS. That's not CSI.
Oh,
But
like at this point.
I liked NCIS with Mark Harmon and Scott Bakula down in New Orleans. That was good episode. If it wasn't for Scott Bakula, I don't think I would have liked the NCIS New Orleans as much. Scott Bakula really held that show together.
I love Scott Bakula.
Now, am I wrong? I keep thinking that Scott Bakula was in a movie.
Into Darkness, maybe, or I forget. But yeah,
Uh,
he's been in movies.
but this particular movie dealt with Hollywood and a bunch of witches and warlocks and such, magic.
Yeah, I
Do you
don't
know
think
what I'm?
it's the one. Yeah, I know he was in something like that. I just don't remember the name. Was it Prince of Darkness or it was something, but I can't fucking remember. I'm sorry, I'm useless. Somebody out there could help. That would be great.
I'm looking up his IMDb now.
Okay, there's been a
Uh,
couple.
let's see here. I I don't know.
It was in the 90s or 2000s.
Yeah, I know it was an old show, or an old. I mean, because it was really weird, and I didn't get to watch all of it because it uh, something was going on. I could only watch part of it, and then I never did get to watch the rest of it. But anyway, I've always been wanting to try to figure out what that movie was so that I could finish watching it because I thought it was such a good movie. I really did. I mean, what little bit I got to watch was weird enough that I wanted to watch the rest of it because I do like those weirder movies like that. Lord of Illusions.
That's what it was.
Okay, maybe that's what it was. All right, I will have to try to find that and watch that now. I should probably find it on Vudu and run it. So, well, I like this. Just scroll down and it says more movies like this, and comes up the Hellbound series, had the Hellraiser series rather.
I
That was
think
a good.
whatever your
That was a good series of movies. I like those.
Lord
The
of
first couple,
Illusions might be on Netflix.
a few of them. Lord, yeah, Data caught it. Lord of Illusions.
Thank you, Data.
And so, boy, they sent me down the new infusion kit,
Yeah,
and these are going pretty fast here today.
that's good.
Uh, I'm on my fourth. I'm about halfway through my fourth bottle, and I started it at 8 o'clock this morning, and I'm halfway through my fourth bottle already. So if I can knock it all out, but within 3 hours, that make me a happy camper.
Um,
So I like, yeah, when I mute myself, that's how I'm resetting the equipment, so y'all don't hear that ratcheting sound. Let's see what other TV did I. You didn't watch the Daredevil series on TV either,
no,
did you?
I didn't watch any
No.
of that CW superhero stuff.
All right. Well, no, this wasn't CW. It was HBO's
Netflix, probably Netflix. They did a lot of
or
superhero stuff.
Netflix. Yeah, Netflix. Netflix is Punisher. Netflix is Daredevil. Yeah, that's back when I
I
did
saw
have
some of the
Netflix.
Punisher ones. I like those.
Oh, the Punisher ones were
Yeah.
pretty good. They really were. Now, here's a TV show I know is going to confuse you. Blue Planet, narrated by David Attenborough.
Okay, so it was a nature documentary.
Yeah,
I think I might have seen one or two of those. Like, fell asleep to it.
yeah, yeah. That's the ones I liked of those were the ones that Life After Man. Where they showed the planet after man became extinct. Here's the uh, the skyscrapers and such, and the birds
Yeah.
moving in, and the monkeys moving in, because all the animals that escaped out of the zoos,
Uh,
and how the planet, reclaimed everything that man had done, and the animals took over.
sounds like something to watch.
Oh yeah. Let's see here if I can find the actual name of it for you. Uh, was it Life After Man? It was on History Channel. Yeah, it was definitely showing History Channel. So that was Life After People is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. On the heels of what the History Channel special, they explored what Earth might be like if the human race was suddenly to disappear. Comes a series that provides even more detailed picture of a post-human future, revealing the fate of structures like Sears Tower, the Sistine Chapel, and the creatures that might inherit the places we once lived. Yeah, that is really interesting series.
It sounds interesting.
So, and they're actually showing 20 episodes of it on the History Channel.
I need to look that up because I think my son would like that too.
So, yeah, that was that was really good. I didn't realize it was 20 series long, but yeah, that was something I watched. I watched all of them, Life After
Huh.
People. But that is, yeah, that fits right in there with my love for sci-fi, good sci-fi.
Yeah.
You know. Uh, all right, how about Heroes? Did you ever watch that?
I saw most of it, and
Mm-hmm.
then they had like a hiatus or something in between seasons, and I stopped. I
Ah,
liked it.
well, the second season wasn't worth it.
Okay.
uh, it wasn't as good as the first season. You
It
know,
really is.
uh, save the cheerleader, save the
Save the
world.
world. Yeah, worst tagline ever.
I thought it was interesting.
Oh, I know the show itself was great. The tagline was just just no. Save the cheerleader, save the world. What kind of crap is that?
That Japanese guy was my favorite character, though.
Yes, I loved him.
He was such an innocent.
He was so cute.
And that one episode where he met his future self, and his future self is he's seriously a sardonic badass. So cynical, doesn't believe nobody for nothing.
Well, yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yep. But uh, let's see, Zachary Quinn,
Zachary
is that
Quinto, yeah, whatever his name is.
right?
And then he turned out to be gay, and everybody was so sad
All the
because he was so.
women, I knew a lot of women that were so sad when he turned out. You're right.
Yes,
When he revealed that he was gay, and they're like, "Oh
like these 500-pound housewives had a chance with him, but yeah.
no!" Yeah, that was a heartbreaker to a lot of women. A lot of gay men stood up and cheered, though.
I bet.
But I thought, I mean, Could you imagine waking up one morning and finding out you got superpowers?
Oh, I would love that shit. You don't even know.
You know, and that like the cheerleader, she found out that no matter what she did, she couldn't die.
Uh,
She healed herself no matter how badly she got broken up. Remember had her friend recording her.
yeah. It's been a long time since that show was on.
I was working security when that show was on, and I was allowed to take my laptop to work because I was overnight security.
Oh, okay.
And at the time, I had unlimited data on my cell phone. So I would connect my laptop to my cell phone and stream uh, the TV show.
Aw.
They didn't realize I could do that. And
Hmm.
so they thought they thought out in the middle of nowhere there where I was at, there was no way I was going to be able, no, there's no Wi-Fi at the security station or anything like that. So they didn't realize I could stream, you know, uh, do the connection through your cell phone to stream TV shows and such. What's going on here? Why is my watch beeping at me? Final notice. Okay, I don't care.
Ah!
Final notice. If you don't fill out this questionnaire now, the Republican Party is going to lose. I don't
We've
care.
already lost.
I don't care. I tell this crep block. I've still got that on my screen. It
Uh,
just makes me, it's nothing. I mean, it's just raviolis with uh, mashed potato fillings or ground meat fillings. And
that sounds
I haven't done ravioli with mashed potatoes in a long time.
that sounds more like a pierogi.
Right, same difference. And
I love pierogies, man.
every culture's got their own version of this. Raviolis, pierogies,
Dumplings.
dumplings. I forget what they're called in Japan.
Oh my god.
But they're all basically the same thing, just depending on how thick you make your dough.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do you boil it or do you steam it?
Or do you boil it and then fry it?
Right, right.
Because I do that with pierogies. That shit is great.
Yep. It's so that's one thing I've learned about when I'm doing my cooking is there's so many different meals or items that people eat that regardless of their what culture you're in, it's the same thing as as another culture's. You know, a different name, maybe slight variances to it. A little thinner, a little thicker, a different shape. You
One
know,
thing, one thing I learned is everybody loves chicken.
and potatoes.
Oh my god. Aloo prata and what's the other one? The samosas. Potato samosas.
Okay, did you just change microphones?
I had to go in another room. A shelf broke.
Oh, okay.
I heard
A,
crash and yeah.
a shelf. Please tell me
Shelf. Shelf.
it's a bookshelf.
No, it's a shelf in the bathroom. I'm trying to put it back together.
Oh,
My children view the bathroom cabinets as a challenge. So there's so much crap in here that should not be in here at all, ever. So yeah, that's a thing.
Well, I'm not going to ask you what kind of crap they keep in your bathroom.
It's like 4 different kinds of toothpaste. They keep telling me they're out of toothpaste. All the old toothbrushes I've tried to throw out, they find them and put them back because they have cartoon characters on them. Um, Chapsticks, which should be in my purse. Just random. I mean, some of it makes sense, except there's too much of it. And some of it should not be in the bathroom at all, but I don't even know, man. It's. I want my life back. I want my life back. Oh, you know what? I've been saving this all week to tell you. I don't know if you've been to Walmart lately or you've been really looking around. There, Duncan Hines made a. Hold on. Okay. Duncan Hines made Dolly Parton cake mixes.
Yes, I've seen those on the internet. I have not. I I purposely did not go down the cake mix aisle because it's like I know if I see it, I'm going to buy it.
I bought it. I haven't made it yet. I'm making it tomorrow. It's a banana one, and it has some kind of cream frosting. I don't know if that's supposed to match with it or what. But the only 2 flavors that I've seen, banana and coconut. So
all right, you're going to have to tell me how
I will.
good it is.
I was torn on the frosting though, because hold on, what? I don't know what she said.
We end up talking about food.
I know. As soon as I leave.
No, we just started.
But it's a Dolly Parton cake mix though, and I just want to try it. Also, because I never see banana cake mixes on a shelf ever. This is like the first time I've seen it anywhere, so I have to try it. I mean, I've seen banana bread, but not a banana cake mix. So, and I got the cream frosting. I was gonna make like a cream cheese frosting,
right?
But I thought that would kind of overpower it, because that's usually good on like spice cakes or pumpkin cake or whatever,
Right.
So I'm gonna go with the brand to match it. We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, I had the monthly auction finished up this week.
The monthly, okay.
The online auction, which yes. I spent way too much money again. But one of the things I managed to get 3 cast iron skillets. 2 of them are in really great shape. The other one's going to take a little work to get it usable. I was able to get, my son is a huge Tampa Bay fan, and I was able to get a signed jersey.
Oh, is it verified though with like paperwork?
No, but then again, I only, and but one of the things I got was a real heavy heart-shaped bundt cake pan.
Heart-shaped bundt.
Heart.
That sounds so good. That sounds so cute.
And this thing is huge. It looks like it'll probably take 2 cake mixes to fill it.
Oh my God.
This thing is absolutely huge. So what I'm going to do though is I've got a bread recipe that you pour the dough into it. It's not a very stiff dough.
Okay.
So I'm going to make bread into it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
My son's anniversary is coming up here in a couple of months. So I'm going to practice, and then on their anniversary, give them a loaf of bread done in the shape of a heart for their anniversary. My wife's looking at me like I'm crazy. But
I think it's sweet. I was a little worried about the iron, what do you call it? The friggin' skillets. So don't you have a lot of the cast iron skillets already in different sizes and stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you need more?
But well, these here are older Wagner. These are old Wagners. They're probably 80 to 110 years old. And I'm going to I'm going to clean these up, and I will probably give 2 of the 3 to my daughter-in-law.
I figured you were getting them for gifts.
I'll probably give 2 of the 3 to my daughter-in-law. And the third one is the one I'm probably going to keep is a mid-sized skillet, smaller than the one I use on a daily basis. So I
Oh,
may keep that one. But hey, I got 3 cast iron skillets for $15. I'm not going to argue about it.
you know what? That's a good price. I mean, they do sell them in thrift stores, but it's not consistent. So,
Right. And then usually the ones you find in a thrift store really needs either electrolysis or a live bath to
yeah,
get them cleaned up.
clean and sterile. Yeah, but
You
I don't
know,
know. The ones I've seen were mostly in pretty good shape. They were just old. So I don't know. I
so I
think if
mean,
you're moving and they're doing it by weight or whatever, it's probably cheaper to leave it behind than buy a new one. It's
never,
ex- it's
never.
expensive to move.
I will pay. Yeah, but the time it takes to get a new cast iron skillet
Just go to the local thrift store in that town, or.
and to get it nice and baby butt smooth again,
I know.
unless you got the time and effort to take it and uh, clean off the factory seasoning and then sit down with grinders and sand wheels and everything else that it takes to make your cast iron smooth again. Which I've done it twice, and I really don't want to do it a third time.
I'll blame you there.
You know, because that's just. I mean, like my 30-year-old cast iron skillet that I use for my daily cooking, all that roughness on the inside is gone. It's baby butt smooth.
Oh my god. I had friends visiting and they thought they would help me. My husband was out of town. They thought they were helping me and they loaded my dishwasher.
Oh no, no,
Yeah.
no, no!
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to hear that they put your cast iron in a dishwasher.
Yeah. They're from New York.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh. I bought a new cookie sheet,
Oh, I did too
and
recently. Yeah.
I mean it was beautiful cookie sheet. I absolutely loved it. I was using it uh, for roasting my potatoes and such on.
Mhm.
And my wife, she offered to do dishes one night. Okay, that's
Oh
no problem.
no.
She put in the top drawer of the dishwasher,
No.
and it took me. I almost threw it away because it was taking
Yeah.
so long to get the rust off of it.
Oh, you just rusted.
It rusted.
Well, mine didn't rust, but I had to reseason it a lot. It was really.
No, because
Oh
she
God.
she didn't. She doesn't empty the dishwasher that day. She waits till the next day to empty the dishwasher.
Oh
So
my
it sat in the
God.
dishwasher overnight and it just rusted.
Wow, that fast?
Yeah,
Damn.
that fast. It's like my
Oh.
new set of knives I got, uh, steel knives.
Yeah, you were
After
talking about them.
after I wash them, dry, hand wash, dry, and put a coat of oil on them,
Mhm.
coating of vegetable oil. Then
Mhm.
wipe that off, and that way they don't rust. Because she used one, and she's horrible about not washing. She'll let the sink fill up with dirty dishes,
I'm the same way. I'm horrible about that.
and she turned around and uh, let one of my knives sit in the sink for a couple of
Oh
hours.
no.
And I got it out of there and it was just starting to rust. So what I did was I bought her another set. I bought her another couple of knives. Dear, these are yours.
Only use those.
These are the only knives you're allowed to use.
Oh God.
And they're the stainless steel stuff that I've got. I have to sharpen them once a week, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
That's a lot easier. I'd rather sharpen them once a week than put up with uh, having her rust my knives out.
I'm gonna be honest, I only started letting the dishes pile up in this place because I'm used to a double sink or counters wide enough that I
Right.
can put a dish pan on top and leave my sink empty. Don't have that option here, so everything just goes in the sink and it lives there now, you know, until I get around to it. It's depressing. I hate it. I hate the kitchen. It's so small.
Uh, I'm beginning to hate my kitchen
Uh-oh.
for pretty much the same reason.
No,
Uh,
man.
well, see, my counters were the perfect size for me to cook
And then,
and use. Well, then the wife said, well, she went and bought a tiered Lazy Susan so that she could keep
oh God.
her
What, her spice? I was gonna say
supplements
spices.
on.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, not spices.
Her medicine is supplements. I get it.
Uh, 'Cause
Um,
she makes smoothies,
Okay.
so she keeps her smoothies on it. Or the protein powder and all that other crap that she
Yeah, I
puts
get you.
in her smoothies. Okay, that's fine. All right, that's not too bad. And then
Then
she bought a basket to keep her snack chips and such in.
shit.
All right. And
Couldn't she put something like that on the dining table or the living room coffee table or
so now we've got this big ass basket with
is it not?
a half a dozen family sized bags of chips in it,
Yeah, that doesn't need to be in the kitchen.
tortilla chips and pretzels and such that are her snackies.
No, it doesn't belong in the kitchen. You're not cooking it. You're not using it as an ingredient. It doesn't need to be in the kitchen. I'm sorry.
Right. And then she bought a big, I mean, this thing's about 18 inches across, tin thing that she goes, well, I'm going to take all your potatoes and such that you had over here, and I'm going to put them in this, and this is going to sit on the counter now.
No.
Uh,
Okay, let that sit on the counter, but she takes that other big bowl of chips and puts it somewhere. It's like the fruit bowl. You don't keep your fruit in the kitchen. You put it on the dining table. You know, it's I don't, I'm gonna shut up.
yeah. So now my kitchen counter that I used to have plenty of room for rolling pasta and everything out on. I don't know. It's been cut
You know what? I
by
would
two
just,
thirds.
when you go to cook, just move all her crap into the dining room or the living room or whatever, and she can put it back when you're done cooking. I'm serious. You don't need that. It's not like a necessity to have that shit there under your arm while you're doing stuff. And you need the space, so I don't think it's unreasonable.
So when she hits the lottery or whatever, we have a new kitchen, we have a new house built. I'll just triple the counter space.
Mm,
Half
or
the
you could
house will
just.
half the house will be the kitchen.
Do you have an island in the kitchen?
No,
Okay.
no, no, no.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen like those little rolly kitchen like shelf things, and they're really
I
cute.
I thought about buying her one of those and putting it on the because putting it on the back side of the of the counter.
It doesn't have to be really big though, because it's just her supplements and her potatoes and her chips. You don't need a giant one. I mean, how many bags of potato chips y'all got in that bowl?
Let's see. She's got a bag of tostadas. There's a bag of the pretzel flips. I'm talking big bags.
Uh huh.
And then I can't see what she's got in the small bags.
Oh, it should
But
fit on a shelf or two. You know.
but it's like, well, whatever flips your trigger, I I will move that stuff. Oh, I just moved the stuff around. Data, Pyrex.
All that
If
stuff is coming back. Data.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
that stuff is coming back.
I mean, I just went and got more measuring cups and stuff because they just disappear on me. I don't know. But yeah, I don't have the flour sifter because I've never really needed it. But yeah, measuring cups and bowls and things like that. They're coming back though as like brightly colored, and so it'll match anything in your kitchen or you know. I got some cute stuff out there now.
I liked Pyrex because you could go from the oven to the tabletop with it.
I liked Pyrex until I baked something in it, and then somebody washed their hands and splashed water on the counter, and I didn't see it, and it fucking exploded on me.
Ooh.
The noise it made was great, though. Like, it terrified
Yep.
everybody in the house, and nobody entered the kitchen when I was cooking ever again. So, yeah. Plus, dinner was ruined. It was barbecue chicken, so.
Oh.
Yeah, glass all over the chicken. It was great.
Yeah, Dana, because the problem is that like I've got room for these cast iron skillets, but I don't have any more room for Pyrex. And I'm only cooking for 2 people, and I've got 4 pieces of Pyrex right now, and that's probably 3 pieces more than what I actually need. But yeah, I appreciate Pyrex. It's good stuff. If like Ramen said, you gotta be careful with it. Because it is glass. It's oven safe glass, but it's still glass, and it will shatter on you. So, yeah, Dar, we covered. Let's see, what shows did we cover? We talked about CSI and House, and 24.
Oh, I didn't do it.
CSI was a great show.
Yep. That
Mark
really
Hellenberger. Yes.
As the one with the gap in the teeth is George.
George Eads.
Yeah, is that her name?
No, you're talking about Georgina. Trying to remember the actress's name now.
Yeah.
I used to know them all, but I don't remember them all.
Dar, you need to look up as to why Heidi Klum is trending right now.
On Twitter?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Georgia Fox.
Georgia Fox, yeah, that was her. Yeah, she's a honey.
Yeah. Marge,
Marg, not Marge.
Marg.
Marg.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, no, whatever. You got to get it right.
Whatever.
Yeah, it'd be like he's saying Mary Lou Henner instead of Marlou Henner.
Marilou Henner.
Yeah,
Is it
from Texas?
Is
Taxi.
it Marlou Henner?
Marlou.
Marlou?
Yeah, Marilou, however you say it.
I always
Marlou.
thought it was Marilou.
No, I always thought it was Marlou.
Marilu, isn't it?
I always thought it was Marlon, but that's me. Doesn't matter. She was just awesome.
She was.
Not that I'm dating myself or anything, but
I used to see her in
Taxi.
Taxi when I was little.
yeah, it was on
Yep.
Taxi.
Yep.
The last thing I saw her in was that movie Vamps with Alicia Silverstone and I forget who else.
Yeah.
You know, CSI went down. I quit watching CSI when William Peterson left, and they brought in Ted Danson.
Yeah, that's kind of when I quit watching it too.
Ooh,
You know,
I would watch something for Ted Danson. I wasn't okay. I wasn't a fan of him, but I saw him in oh god, that fucking series that made me cry like a little bitch. What was it? The Good Place.
right.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
loved
familiar
him
with
in
that.
that.
But
Oh,
I will tell you that they are revamping CSI. They call it CSI Vegas now. And guess who's back? William Patterson.
Oh, great.
Georgia's back on there. Yeah, and Mark Hellenberger's on there too.
All right.
I got to catch up because I haven't watched the whole season. I only watched the first couple episodes.
Okay, you know,
They
who
even
is
had
it?
Hodges on there.
Who? Oh, really? They brought Hodges back.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, I mean it's on CBS.
All right.
You're welcome.
Good. I liked Hodges. Hodges was a great character.
Oh yeah.
He really was. Um, then Robert David Hall is the chief ME.
Yeah.
I liked him too. But yeah, the what William Peterson though he made that show though.
Yeah, he's on the new one.
Well, that's good. Now they still having him and Georgia Fox being characters being married.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see after Peterson left, they just started rolling through a bunch of other actors trying to find somebody before they brought in Ted Danson.
Yeah.
And I'm trying. They had the who was the black actor they brought in? The guy that from The Matrix.
I don't know.
Red pill, blue pill guy.
oh god,
Larry
I
Fishburne?
know. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Fishburne. They brought in Fishburne, and I thought he did a good job, and I was really hoping that he would stay, but he didn't. But yeah, Lawrence Fishburne. Uh, you know who they don't have? I'm sitting here looking at the actors from that, and they don't. They're not showing the black guy anymore. That's interesting. I wonder why they're not showing him anymore as a cast member. But anyhow, yeah. See now. How about CSI Miami? What did you think about that one, though?
Yeah, it was all right. Not a big deal to me one way or the other.
Did you ever watch The Closer?
No.
No. Okay.
Never did. Never did. There's a lot of them I didn't watch, but then again, I was doing other stuff, so. Because I was a busy young man back in the day.
Uh, CSI
Oh,
Vegas. So let's see who they got. I see. This okay. I'm gonna have to take a look at this. Okay, but they're not showing William Peterson as being a star of it, being a cast member.
Oh, what, the new one?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. That's looking. Here we go. Cast. Okay, there's Marge.
Marg.
Oh, Marg. Okay, there's George. Okay, there's William Peterson. There he is.
Huh.
Yep, there he is. Boy, they got a huge number of actors in this thing. All right, I'm going to have to deep dive that and watch some of them. Go on CBS replay or whatever they call it now to catch them. See how well it sets up, because the original show was so good. But now I'm going to be irritated because I want to know who was CSI cast. IMDb is just boxing this all up for me today.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's been weird lately.
Kind of lost. So being from Miami, it's hard to watch. I agree with you there. See it? Yeah, I agree with you. It's whole. See, and you know so that's like for me, like, you know, NCIS. I loved NCIS, but it's also was very hard for me to watch from time to time because, you know, being a Navy guy, I'm like, yeah, that's not what NCIS agents do. And there's no NCIS office in Los Angeles, by the way, just so you know.
Oh, I didn't think there was.
Yeah, there's one in San Diego. Well, there's several in San Diego. Some in Hawaii, but yeah, no, none in LA.
Now, being Air Force, I dealt with OSI, and the best one I saw our OSI guys do was one was pretending to be. He was actually a master sergeant, but he was undercover as a staff sergeant.
Of course he was.
And it's like, dude, you're 10 years too old. Yeah, you're too old to be a staff sergeant. We all figured him out right pretty quickly. That he was too, you know, he was just too old and too stupid about the job. You know, he was this is back in the 70s and 80s, and they were OSI was going undercover a lot for marijuana.
Oh my God.
Trying to bust people for smoking weed. I mean, when my roommate got busted, that was something else. I'll never forget that, because I was so damn scared when they took down my door. I was in the room when they took down the barracks door, and just not fun at all.
Yeah.
You do not want OSI coming in looking for. I mean, they tore the lockers up. You ever see on TV when they've get a bunch of cops go in, raiding a place, and they're looking for something. They show them.
They just throw everything on the floor. They give no fucks.
Right. Well, that's exactly what these guys did to my dorm, to our room. They just absolutely destroyed it. I mean, popped the lockers, flipped everything upside down.
It's like sometimes I think they're doing that shit on purpose. They're not even really looking for stuff.
There we go. Gary Durdan. That's who I was thinking of from, it was Warwick Brown. So that's who I was looking for here. Anyways. Okay. Who's snoring?
I don't know.
I don't know who is snoring.
I don't know. I thought I heard somebody snoring or heavy breathing.
That was probably me heavy breathing.
It could have been me if it's heavy breathing too, because I'm having allergy issues today. So
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Yeah, JT, you're right. Oh, did he get arrested in real life, or did he get arrested? Oh, he got arrested in real life.
Who?
That guy that played Warwick Brown.
Okay.
Got arrested with drugs, if I'm reading JT Vega right here.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, that redheaded guy that off of CSI Miami, like I said before, he got hit. His first role was in Rambo: First Blood.
Yep.
And he was a stiff actor then, and he never got loosened up years later.
Is he like David Caruso?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how he does things. That's his character.
That's his shtick.
Yeah, that's his thing. And it works in certain things.
He turns sideways to the camera and takes off his sunglasses. That's how you know he's being serious.
Oh Jesus!
He's about to drop the truth bomb on you.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but that was the laughable stuff then. You know, that's the biggest reason I couldn't watch that.
Yeah.
Then they turned around and had the one girl turning out to be an FBI plant. I mean, my wife really liked the show, so I mean, I did end up watching it. You know, either watch it or find something else to do. So, and always got a kick how all the women wore their badges down near their crotch.
Jesus.
You know, I guess that's better than hanging them around and having them hanging between their boobs. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm kind of torn.
Where do they want me to look, at their crotch or at their boobs?
Oh my God! I'm so glad I never watched any of them now.
We had inspectors, health inspectors, come into our hotel one day, and they're both female, and they're both wearing their badges down, hooked in right there at their belt. And it's like, y'all been watching way too much television.
Yeah.
You know, that hang your badges off your belts down at your crotch, you know.
They have chains for that.
Then it would hang between their boobs, you know.
So?
Which is, hey, it's fine.
I mean, they're gonna look there anyway. Just give them an excuse. Jeez.
Where do you want me to look? At your boobs or your crotch? Put it in a wallet and keep it, in your pocket. Show it when you have to, and then television influences so much of life. People imitate. It's not television imitating life anymore. It's life imitating television.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Is it imitating life, or is it?
Well, we are way past the 11 o'clock.
Yes, we are.
So Dar is. I'm surprised Dar hasn't has notified of us of that yet.
Nah, I don't know why.
You're not in the big rush today.
I don't know. I'm just here.
That we did have some good television back in the day.
We did.
I mean, like I said, I sat there and I went through the list of like I said, from 2000 to 2009, then 2010 to 2020, and the first 10 years I have about 15 shows that I watched, and the last 10 years I had 4.
Oh my God. Hello, girl.
So does that tell you how I felt about television the
Yeah.
last 10 years?
I think most of the shows I watch have like one rule. The first 2 episodes are not that great, but then it gets really good, but only for 3 seasons. And then it just goes downhill from there. And that's when I killed the show.
No, I was sitting here reading what Ruth said. They should have one on their back too, so we can tell them to do spins and stuff.
Fuck.
Sean's saying use a nail gun and staple it to their forehead.
Oh my God. Hey, Roots. Hey, Sean.
Well, they're doing, for some reason, the clips from The Sopranos is being all over the place.
Again?
Yeah, and there's this one
I
clip
actually,
that keeps
yeah.
popping up on my stuff where Tony takes a staple gun and beats crap out of some guy and then staples his suit to him.
Oh God. I actually like the clips. I couldn't watch the show, but I like the clips. There are some shows that I just can't watch them, but I get a kick out of seeing the little shorts on YouTube, like The Big Bang Theory. I can't watch that show, but they have really okay. I can't watch the show, but they have really cute clips on the shorts, and that's all I can handle.
Big Bang Theory did not have a single redeeming feature to it.
Some of the little things were good, like you know what? That's an old family secret. I'm not going to tell that one, but yeah, it had some good stuff to it, but it's just for a few seconds.
If you want to show nerds being nerds, that's one thing. But Big Bang Theory, I mean, come on.
Eh.
I thought it was, But then Dar thinks I'm crazy for not liking whatever the hell that Western show was.
Deadwood.
Deadwood. Okay, I didn't watch that either. So
yeah, that's the. All right, how about the remake of Westworld?
No,
Sucked.
I liked the movie with Yul Brynner. I didn't watch the series.
Dar?
It sucked. I already said it sucked.
Oh, okay. I thought you said saw it.
Oh,
It sucked. I watched like 3 or 4 episodes and went, nope.
I was the same way. I was so looking forward to that a thing like the movie, and then what they came out with was so different. It was like no more.
Really, Roots? I did not know that. That's
okay.
Interesting. I can kind of see it. Now that it's been said, I can see it.
Huh. Interesting. Did not know that.
What's that?
They based Michael Myers off of Yul Brynner's character in Westworld. Sorry.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, I'm out.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Bye.
Yul Brenner was such a consummate actor
He was.
that he was in stage 4 cancer and still doing The King and I on in the theater.
That's my big regret that I was too little to see it because I'd see the commercials on TV and I wanted to see it.
Okay. All right. Well, I've got to get going. It's that time. I've got the wife gave me before she left for work this morning. She gave me a list of honeydews.
Ooh. Yeah, I
And,
gotta run some errands too.
and that's and I don't. I love my wife dearly. I really do. And she rarely gives me honeydews.
Oh,
All right. No, she doesn't. She rarely gives me a list of honeydews. But today she gave me a list of stuff she needs to get. She wanted me to get done before she gets home from work tonight because we're not going to have time to do them over the weekend. We got other stuff in line. So
okay.
yeah, well, it's all for a good thing because this weekend we're not going to be home much. When she gets work off at 5, she gets home at 5:30 tonight. We're going to eat dinner and then we're heading out of the house. We'll get back around midnight. And then tomorrow morning, we're going to be out of the house by 7. And we probably won't get home until we'll come home at about 1 to let the dog out. And then we're going to take off again around 3 or 4 and probably won't get home until around 8 or 9.
Damn, you got a date planned.
Yep. Then do it all over again on Sunday. If it wasn't for the dog, we wouldn't be coming home at all, most likely.
Damn.
No. Get a hotel room.
Did not need to know that.
No, not for what what you're thinking.
Okay, now that's sad, and I didn't really need to know that.
Okay, we'll be driving back just so that we driving back from where we're at, basically take care of the dog.
Uh-huh.
So, all right, everybody, have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Get minds out of the gutter. No, sometimes it's more fun to have your mind in the gutter.
Can't tell me what to do. You're not my real packy ex-husband.
Any words of wisdom, Ramen?
I got nothing. Don't keep your flowers until they're all brown and dried out and flies are coming out of them. That's all I got.
Ooh, I was okay with them until you said flies were coming out.
Yeah,
That's nasty.
Yeah. Someone called me, why do I have fruit flies in my house? I'm like, I don't know. And then, yeah, it turned out she had her flowers left from Mother's Day still.
Ah.
Yeah.
My wife got so mad at me because I don't buy her stuff for Mother's Day. And she asked me why I don't. I said, because you're not my mother, you're my wife.
Wow.
And she goes, but I said, listen, you don't buy me stuff for Father's Day.
Oh, okay, so that's fair.
Okay. And I don't want you to buy me anything for Father's Day because I'm not your father. Now, do I remind my son to make certain he's got stuff for her for Mother's Day? Hell yeah.
Oh.
I don't need anything for Father's Day.
Well, apparently you needed a skillet, so there's that. I don't know.
I buy my own. I bought my own skillets. Hey, they just happen to be on auction, and I got them for the price that I was willing to pay for them. But my son is going to be so mad though when he sees when I got my grandson.
What? Is it? Does it make noise?
Nerf guns and squirt guns.
Oh, that's right. You told me last week. Oh man, that's fun though.
He has probably a half a dozen squirt guns. So yeah,
Sean.
and Nerf guns with 400 bullets in them. So
Wow.
all right, y'all have a good day. Be with the ones you love and love the ones that you're with. All right, bye y'all.